Well, Apple certainly hopes it has reignited excitement with some new products. None of them really a surprise.
Consumer reporter Steve Noviello joins us now with the details. And there are some significant changes, though, with some of the products.
Yeah, good morning, guys. As expected, the next generation iPhone was unveiled in two sizes, of course. The iPhone 6 at 4.7 inches, the iPhone 6 Plus at a full 5.5. Now, for reference, that's a little bit larger than the Samsung Galaxy S5. A little bit smaller than the Samsung Galaxy Note. The new iPhone is faster with an A8 chip, thinner, and has a longer lasting battery. There's a lot more real estate on the screen on the iPhone 6 Plus, so users can actually turn it landscape and view two different items at the same time. Most notably, though, is Apple's new Apple Pay system, which means no more swiping your credit card. Instead, you just wave your phone for contactless payment. There's technology inside that embeds your information. Now, it is said to be very secure since it creates a unique transaction number for each payment. So your credit card number is actually never transmitted. Now, right now, there are about 220,000 merchant locations that accept contactless payment. Apple has committed to partnerships with everyone from Whole Foods to the drive-through lane at McDonald's to increase that number. We're told that those contactless payment kiosk units are actually being shipped right now.
So that would be the ones that you have, if you have a chip in your credit card, for example, you hold it up and bloop, a little green light goes on, and hopefully you get approved. So when are all these new gadgets supposed to be available?
Well, the phone is going to be available for pre-order on Friday, and then it'll hit stores the following Friday. Now, Apple's, of course, one big thing announcement was their new Apple Watch. I got to tell you here, I think that Apple is really going to be climbing an uphill battle here. Okay, you know, we've been seeing wearables get introduced at the Consumer Electronics Show for the last couple of years, a ton of them, in fact. What I do not see, though, is anybody actually using or wearing these things. Now, of course, this one comes with Apple's very streamlined interface, and it's very sleek and fancy and neat. But at the end of the day, the watch doesn't really do anything of significance that the phone doesn't do. And of course, you need the phone to use the watch. You've got a price point that starts at $349, a generation of people who don't wear watches, and a release date in 2015. I think that we're going to have to kind of come back and let time tell with this one, for lack of a better term.
And does it, I mean, what does it do other than they say it's very geared towards fitness feedback? How many steps have you taken?
Yeah, you know, there's a couple of different fitness kind of functions to it. You know, there's a pedometer, and it measures your exercise for the day and your you know, how much you're moving around and stuff. It also now you get credit for stairs now. It actually can measure altitude, so it knows if you're climbing stairs during the course of the day. But again, that entire suite of fitness functions was also introduced on the iPhone 6. Yeah. So when we're talking about this watch, I was really waiting for that kind of one thing that I thought, wow, that's why I need that watch, and it just never came.
Can you talk to this watch?
Yeah.
Okay. So I could say, for example, without getting the phone out of wherever I put it, I could press a button on it and say, do I have any appointments coming up today?
Yeah, it has Siri functionality, so you can actually use Siri just like you would on your phone. And it's actually neat, you know, when you get an incoming text message, it pre-populates the screen with keywords from the message you just got. So, you know, if Beth is texting you and says, "Hey Tim, do you want chicken or beef for dinner?" You know, in the pre-populated choices to text back to her will be the words chicken and beef, so you can just, you know, hit one button and reply.
That's cool.
You know, but it's interesting though. We were sitting talking about this in a meeting yesterday, where everyone's phones were going off and people are texting and so on and so forth. And you know, when it comes to the idea that this watch is going to revolutionize the way we communicate because it's discrete communication, I think that we're far past the point of discrete communication.
People don't care.
At least in this corporate culture in our newsroom. I mean, literally people's phones were going off, they're texting, they're taking phone calls. Again, the watch, the price point's high, the release date's a little bit long lead, so we'll see.
Steve, thanks.
Yep.
Chicken, honey, I'll be home in just a
The answer is chicken.
Okay, I gotta go, bye.
I can see how, though, it would be nice to be more discreet should you try to be a professional in a meeting, which we weren't yesterday.
But people don't try to be
able to
anymore.
just quickly do this.
People don't try to pay, you don't pay attention. You're having you and I are having a conversation, and I'm looking at the phone.
We're right here.
Yeah.
I know. But like I said, should one work in an environment where you are professional, then that would work well.
I used to find it offensive, and now I do it. You know.
He joined on in. It is 7:28 here.